Welcome to another MP4 Nation.net play and review. Today we have the new Gemei X760 Plus. It's the updated version of Gemei's X760. Now uses the Ingenix JZ4740 chipset instead of the ADI Blackfin that used to run the older X760. Thankfully, Gemei's also gone with a far more compact packing these days. The old X760 came in a massive packing, just horrible looking too. It comes with a 5-pin USB cable, TV out cable, because it has TV out capabilities. Your standard standard headphones, and your Chinese language user manual, which only useful if you know Chinese. It doesn't come with an English manual. The particular player I'm holding in my hand has 4 GB of internal memory, but it does have an SD slot, and as it uses the Ingenix chipset, it technically could hold up to a 32 GB SD card in here, but 32 GB cards aren't readily available yet. 16 GB are becoming more common. We haven't tried 16 GB, but we have tried 8 GB and it does work fine. We speculate the 16 GB will work, pretty much fine on this also. This player is mostly a gaming MP4 player. As you can see, it's laid out for gaming. It has dual speakers, external wall charger if you want. It can be charged by, it's supposed to be charged by PC, but you can go out and buy a wall charger if you want. 5-pin USB slot, 3.5mm headphone jack, your TV out cable slot here, your on off, your reset button up here. For gaming capabilities, it does play Game Boy Advance pretty well. You can play like those arcade games, like the old Capcom, Cadillacs and Dinosaur type games. It does have its own 3D games that Gemei produces. This one has only one. Gemei has one other one that's been released you can download, and there's a third one in the works. It also, right now, also has Neo Geo gaming emulation, and Gemei is planning on adding NES, SNES, your Sega Master System, all those other goodie emulations pretty soon. Here's your layout. It's very, let's say, PSP looking. The actual user interface is slightly different from the normal Ingenix JZ4740 chip UIs that we normally see. You can, it does read through MP3 ID3 tags. It does play MP3, WMA, FLAC, and APE file formats. So you can sort by artist title, but it has one new feature: search. So you can type in whatever and look for, there isn't any music on this, but you can search for different artists and albums. So it's far easier especially if you have a lot of music. So now you can search by author, various artists. The music on this is right now, anyways, is the preloaded stuff, and the loudspeakers are pretty good. The audio quality on this is good, not as good as a rock chip, because Ingenix chips aren't just as good for its audio compared to like a rock chip. And it's easy to fast forward. Let's pause. Exit out. There you go. And your video plays, it can play higher res FLV, WMV, AVI, RMVB file formats. So, and it has resume play for all the videos. Again, easy to fast forward. And unlike the original X760, which did use an LTPS screen, this just uses a normal TFT screen. The viewing angles are alright, not fantastic, not like the LTPS screen. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to mainly focus this video review on the gaming, because that's pretty much the highlight of this player. Although, let me just show you one more thing. This can do thumbnails for images. Images look very nice. Very nice. That's something new that we haven't seen in many Ingenix chipset based players. Anyway, here's a game. As I said, it does come with, Gemei does have its own 3D games. This is a racing game. Unfortunately, it's all in Chinese still, so you can pretty much guess what every feature is, so it's not impossible. And the real upside is when you use this with a TV out, this basically, the player basically becomes a controller. And I can't really say, The 3D game is alright, but you know, the controlling is a little bit awkward. Anyway, there you have it. Gemei is coming out with another one that is out for download off their website, and that's type of like a Alone in the Dark kind of adventure game. They have one more in the works also. So, and now for the emulation, it does play, like I said, Game Boy Advanced. So you got Yoshi's Island and stuff. They all play fantastic on this. For the purpose of this video review, because it's just a lot easier to start the game, is Tiny Toons Adventure. Unfortunately, the player doesn't have enough buttons, so you're gonna have to like. It's kind of like using the start. It's like combo buttons basically. So you know, certain games may not play. You can't have the full experience. And there you go. So basically, the start button on the Game Boy is you have to press this and up at the same time. So. So it plays very smoothly, and you can save any, you know, you can save positions, you can come back to where you last left off. Anyway, Game Boy Advance games work very well on this, very smooth, and again you can hook it up to the TV and this acts like a controller. And see, and unfortunately the menu again is in Chinese still. But, you know, with about 5 minutes of playing around with it, you can figure out what each of these things do. So it's not exactly impossible to understand what's going on. And as I said, it does play like, you know, your Cadillacs and Dinosaur games. There's Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. It's called CPS1, I think that's what they, basically a Capcom Generation 1 type of games. So. And again, you have to do like the finger combo. Yeah. Yeah, there we go, that's enter. And again, this plays really smoothly on this. And the beauty of this is, you know, you hook it up to your TV screen, boom, you got a, you know, this is just basically a console. Quite a lot of fun. And again, you can save where you want to, you know, and again, the menu's in Chinese still, so that's a downside there. It does play Neo Geo games, so let me try to find that Metal Slug. Where did I put you? And I believe this actually is a Neo. And this is King of Fighters, really. Not really. No. Unfortunately, all these games are preloaded and they're in Chinese, and I can't read them, so don't kill me for not being able. It's another Game Boy Advance game. I think this is King of Fighters, or a Namco game. Oh, Tekken, sorry. That's right. And I guess a game like this is where you probably gonna feel the missing keys the most. You know, you really can't do those nice moves. Anyways, there you go. Let me just try to find the old I think this is it. Look, this is Metal Slug X. Yep, Neo Geo. The Neo Geo games are a little bit more sluggish on this than on when the ADI chip was being used, but that could be more of a problem with the emulator, just not being, you know, it needs to be updated and fixed. I don't believe it's a hardware issue, really. There you go. And there you have it. And again, you can, you know, save all the spots, whatever. And the controls are pretty well laid out. Well, you know, you'll have to get used to the smaller things if you have like big fingers like I do. So, anyways, there you go. Before I go over 11 minutes and YouTube gets a little angry at me. Anyway, here's the Gemei X760. Head on over to MP4Nation.net. Check this player out. We're going to have a special on it. So it's a very nice, very good gaming player. It's got a different user interface. I think a lot of people will enjoy this. So head on over to MP4Nation.net or head on over to our forums to discuss this. Thank you.